Corner. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome to Keisha's Corner. Today's video is going to be about camping essentials for what you're going to need if you're going on a camping trip. I am not a camping expert. I've been quite a few times as a teenager and as a kid, but I just started going again as an adult. And so I've been 2 times since quarantine. Apparently, my friends and people around me think I'm an expert now because they keep asking me, Keisha, what do you have? What are you taking camping with you? What do we need to go camping? And so I decided to make this video to make it easy. So the first thing that I'm going to say that you need, of course, is a tent. We're going to get to that, but I have my chair out. This is a Coleman quad camping chair. It holds up to 300 pounds. Perfect for BBW.
Hey, girl, you've been taking your what?
I actually found this chair and sent it to my friends a couple of weeks ago. It was on sale. I did not buy it with them. A week later, I saw it on my budget auction site, and I got it for about $10 less than what I sent it to them for. You know your girl like the budget, so yes, I'm happy about it. It's super comfy. I would prefer to have a chair that has like a side table because, you know, when you're out, the whole purpose of the chair is to sit and relax, but when you're eating, you want somewhere to sit, and I know a lot of them have like side tables on the end. I would recommend if you could get one of those to get that, but me, I'm just gonna eat on my lap. It does have a camp cup holder here, and also a little cooler here where you can put your drink. So this is actually a really nice chair, very comfy. Glad I got it, glad I sent it to my friends, and glad I found it, you know, the week later for a little bit cheaper because I was not gonna purchase it because I already have chairs, but this one is super comfy. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna show you all the small things before I get to my tent because I'm gonna put it together and show you guys what it looks like as well. Some of the things that you're gonna need, I do recommend that you get an air mattress for sure. When I went camping a few months ago, I did not have an air mattress, and it was a disaster. It was uncomfortable sleeping on the ground, and not only was it uncomfortable sleeping on the ground, I was wet from the dew. We'll get to why I was wet from the dew, but part of that is because I was sleeping directly on the ground, and part of that is because we were too lazy to put a tarp underneath our tent. And I'll get to that in a second. But first, let me get and dig into my bags for my camping essentials. So I had to go buy some things because I usually go camping with my cousin, and she is a newly found camping extraordinaire. She has everything above and beyond. And so we use a lot of her stuff and some of my stuff when we go camping, but she has like everything like beyond the essentials. And I do have some things that are not essential, but most of the stuff that I'm going to show you today is essential. So the first thing I have is battery operated air pump for my my air mattress. So I have one air mattress that is smaller, a twin that does not have a pump. I have a queen air mattress that has a rechargeable pump. That's the one I'm going to show you today. But just in case I can't get that queen mattress inside my tent, I went ahead and bought me a pump for my twin mattress. You want to make sure that it's battery operated, or either like the car jack operated, I forget what it's called, one of those 2 options, because you might not have electricity at your campsite. I know that the last couple of times, one time when we went, we did have access to electricity, and the second time we did not. So you just make sure that you get as many battery operated things as possible. The other thing is you want to make sure that you have some fire starter cubes for your fire. You can use dryer lint, so I also bring dryer lint and like the paper egg cartons, but these work a lot better. But you can use dryer lint. I still bring dryer lint. As you know, dryer lint burns incredibly fast, and so it's a great tool that you can use that is free. You just get it out of your dryer and you can start campfires with that as well. Also want to make sure that you bring some wood, and the wood has to dry out in order for it to burn effectively. You want to get you a mallet. You need a mallet to help put down your stakes in your tent. This is very important. You want to make sure you have something to hammer those stakes down into the ground. And then this one is specifically for tents, so it has the pay picker upper, because when it's time for you to take up your tent, you use this to get the stakes out, which makes it a lot easier, and you don't rip your tent or the tags on your tent. You want to make sure that you have extra batteries for everything that is battery operated. These batteries are for my air pump that I just showed you, but anything that you have that's battery operated, make sure you bring extra batteries, because there's nothing like thinking that you're gonna have light or a lantern and the batteries go dead. Now what you gonna do? And then I also purchased me a headlamp. Of course, my stainless steel vacuum insulated wine glass. You always need alcohol on your camping trips. If you ain't drinking alcohol on your camping trips, what are you drinking? Some propane. Some propane. Some propane. If you're going to need some propane, I'm going to show you my cooking stove in a bit. Some of the other things that you're going to need is cooking utensils. Make sure you have those, especially if you're cooking with a camping stove. You want to make sure that you have dish soap to wash your dishes with. Very important. Some people forget to bring dish soap. I just put mine in this little bottle and then leave it. So I leave all my camping stuff here. I don't take it out because I've been quite a few times. Hand sanitizer, of course. Hand soap. Very important, especially now that we're in a pandemic. And even if we weren't in a pandemic, if you weren't washing your hands before the pandemic, then what was you doing? Like, it's just nasty. Make sure you're washing your hands. Soap and water is always best. Always use that as a first method of making sure that your hands are clean. And then, of course, you're gonna want to have some toilet tissue with you to make sure that you have table settings, so like a plate, cup. I got my mug here, and this mug can be used as either a bowl or mug. My camping plate, cups, and utensils. I got my bleach cleaning spray in here that you have trash bags with you. Don't litter on the campsite. Throw your trash away. I got me a dustpan and broom, because the inside of your tent can get pretty dirty. You want to have something that you can kind of tidy it up with. Boom, boom, boom. S'mores. I love s'mores. I love s'mores. Also make like hot dogs and stuff like that on here. But you just like stick this in the fire, lay it on one side for like 3 to 4 minutes, flip it over, lay it on the other side 3 to 4 minutes. Open it up and you just have the most ooey gooey deliciousness. Make sure that you have a sharp knife too. You never know when you might have to shake somebody. It's like, nah, this is just for like cutting food. But I usually, part of my meal prep, I make sure that I cut all my vegetables and stuff before I go, so I don't have to necessarily use a knife, and that makes it a lot easier when you get there. Got my flashlight lantern, and then I have, it goes up like this and works on this. Of course, make sure you bring bug spray. Please, please, please don't forget. Spilling it. I don't want to spill it because I need this. Don't forget bug spray, and don't be trying to get the fancy kind that smell good or fruity tooty, because your ass gonna get ate up. Get the real kind with the meat in it that lasts for 10 hours, okay? Because bugs be biting. As soon as you wake up, they biting you. When it's time to go to sleep, they biting you. If you don't have bug spray, don't even go camping. Just skip the trip. Don't even go. Like this is probably one of the #1 things on my list besides the tent. Make sure you have bug spray, please. Thank you. Of course, I got my handy dandy Clorox wipes. Everybody has their own idea what essential seasonings are. For me, essential is garlic powder, onion powder, and then salt and pepper. And if I have this, then I feel like my food ain't gonna be black.
The kids next door are outside now. I see them keep looking because they see me talking. So it looks like myself, but I'm talking to y'all. Carry on.
My little cast iron skillet here. This is just a little miniature cast iron skillet I can put on my camp stove and cook stuff, which is very nice. I also bring my other cast iron skillet with me so I can fry it. And I got my dish, spoon. And of course, you need a lighter. And then I have my cooking dry pack. It's basically a bag that's made out of thick, durable plastic. This is a pretty big size. I think this is the 30-liter one. They come in different sizes. I think this is the biggest you can get. It keeps your things dry. if you're gonna be in the rain or, you know, getting wet like rafting or kayaking, anything like that. You just roll it down and clip it here, and then mine came with 2 straps. Some of them come with 1 strap. This one came with 2 straps, so I wear it like a backpack. Make sure that you have some duct tape with you just in case you get a rip in your tent or something, a rip on anything, your chair, your tent. Duct tape is amazing for being able to do like a temporary patch or repair. But you wanna make sure you have a bungee or just put your cooler in the car. A side tip, do not, I'm gonna repeat this, do not, I'm gonna repeat this, do not put food in your tent. And I'm not talking about just bugs like ants and, you know, little bugs or flies that are coming. I'm talking about raccoons who will rip a hole in the wall of your tent to get to that food. Don't do it. Don't put no food in your tent. I repeat, do not put any food in your tent. If you're in a place where there's bears or raccoons or possums, they smell that food from miles away. And they gonna come in your tent and they gonna bully you and debo you and take what they think is theirs. Do not put any food in wash basins and stuff. So this one, haven't used yet, but it's collapsible. It's recommended that you get things that are collapsible when you're going on camping trips because you're trying to save as much space as possible. This one is super cool. It just collapses and comes out. Nice big size. This is something that you could wash your dishes in, essentially. Or if you needed like a wash basin for your body, you don't have a camping shower. Good old wash basin, or what are they calling them now? Dish pan. From your local dollar store. This is all you need. This is probably what I'm gonna take with me. I'm not gonna take that, even though it's collapsible and it'll save a little bit of space. It's just gonna be me, so I'm gonna take this. I got 1 for washing my body and 1 for washing the dishes. 1 for washing my body and 1 for washing the dishes. Don't use the same one. That's nasty as hell. A table. If you can, you want to get you a camping table because they're compact and they don't take up much space because they fold up really small. Let me show you about this. That is no easy task, but it's so worth it. Okay, I'm back with everything I need to see if I can get my Coleman 413G vintage camp stove to light. I got my propane here. I got online, got me a propane converter so I don't have to use kerosene, and I got my lighter. Boop, boop. Let's get this thing jumping. Follow the directions and we are in business. It works. Boom. Coming to a campsite near you soon. All right, so as you see, the last 2 things on my list that are totally essential to me. You definitely are gonna need a tent, or you're gonna have to stay in the cabin or your car. And then also an air mattress. I was just filling up my queen air mattress to see if it'll fit in my personal size tent. And it does fit, but not much else is gonna be able to go in there. Of course, a regular s'more slaps. I love s'mores. But this one right here with the Biscoff cookie butter, slam, slap, bibbidi bam. I hope you enjoyed the video. This video was for the sole purpose of Glamping Essentials. Of course, you would need a sleeping bag, clothing, and toiletries, things of that such. And if you don't already know that, you shouldn't be going camping anyway. Okay, bye.